In the dark and twisted world of demons, appearances can be deceiving. In today's video, we'll be delving deep into the intriguing appearance of one particular demon, Douma from Demon Slayer. Douma, an upper-ranked demon, is a sight to behold. With his lean and muscular physique, he strikes an imposing figure. But it's not just his physique that sets him apart. His platinum blonde hair flows like a cascade of moonlight, contrasting starkly with his dark presence. However, it's his eyes that truly captivate those who dare to gaze upon them. Douma's eyes are nothing short of mesmerizing, with an array of pastel rainbow colors that seem to dance within them. His left eye bears the mark of upper, while his right eye holds the kanji for 2, signifying his position as upper rank 2. He's got sharp nails stained with the shade of blue, a hint at his sinister nature. But what is perhaps the most unsettling about Douma is his perpetual smile. It's a smile that never seems to fade no matter the circumstances. It's a soft yet menacing grin that hides the darkness within. Douma's attire is also equally distinctive. He dons a striking red turtleneck adorned with black ink markings that appear as if they've been dripping across his shoulders and chest, with his tan akama pants completing his unique ensemble. In the past, as upper rank 6, he favored a red robe adorned with ink markings. Underneath, a yellow juban with stripes and white pants held by a golden belt completed his enigmatic look. Sometimes he adorned the black crown atop his head, and his rainbow-colored eyes were the main reason why his parents started a cult, as they thought that he could hear the voices from the heaven or gods. And it's also worth noting that as Douma climbed the ranks of the upper demons, his appearance underwent a transformation. His once blunt and short blue nails became sharp and claw-like, perhaps a testament to the immeasurable power he now wields. And Douma only eats women as he thinks that women are more nutritious than men. Douma's personality can best be described as an embodiment of nihilism. He's a psychopathic, deranged, and ruthless individual, driven by a profound hatred for humanity. Despite being friendly on the outside, he's a manipulative nihilist with a cynical view of the world. Even in his human days, emotions were kind of alien to him, making him utterly unable to understand basic human feelings. As a result, he wears a perpetual enthusiastic smile to mask his true self, but it vanishes instantly when provoked, revealing his cold and anger-ridden core. Douma is a high-functioning psychopath who can deceive most observers with his fake emotions, and he compensates for his emotional emptiness with lies, skillfully pretending to understand and feel things he's incapable of. His most consistent belief is that life is painful and death is the only escape from its suffering. And while he may seem somewhat caring towards his comrades, he doesn't truly grieve their deaths, seeing them as pitiful pests beneath him. Douma has a disturbing preference for targeting female humans, and not out of any special reason, but because he finds them more nutritious. He shows no honor, no respect for enemies, or remorse for his actions, ridiculing his opponents instead. Before his transformation into a demon, Douma's existence was already seen as supernatural. Born with a pair of polychromatic eyes, his parents and followers in the Eternal Paradise cult dedicated to him believed he was a divine presence. However, as we all know, beneath this facade lay a young sociopath who couldn't comprehend or feel any emotions. To him, his followers were nothing more than pitiful beings seeking his mercy. Douma's childhood was marked by a gruesome event. His mother, discovering his father's infidelity, brutally murdered him before taking her own life. But surprise surprise, Douma remained entirely unfazed by the deaths of his own parents. By the time he turned 20, Douma's paths crossed with Muzan Kibutsuji, and Muzan granted him dark powers, transforming Douma into a demon himself. With his newfound abilities, Douma embarked on a gruesome spree, primarily preying on females, under the guise of delivering absolution. He held a twisted belief that those he devoured would achieve a form of immortality by merging with him. Even as a demon, Douma retained his position as the leader of the Eternal Paradise cult, ensuring that its membership remained below 250 members to avoid suspicion. But his malevolent acts didn't stop there. Douma was eventually promoted to the rank of Upper Moon 6 and later on to the prestigious position of Upper Moon 2, within the demonic hierarchy. And in an unexpected meeting within the Red Light District, Douma, who held the rank of Upper Moon 6 at the time, encountered Gyotaro, the current Upper Moon 6 and severely injured Daki. And upon recognizing their overwhelming despair and thirst for revenge, he presented them with the opportunity to transform into demons. And fast forward 15 years before the present events, Douma's dark journey crossed paths with a woman named Kotoha Hashibira. In our previous video, we explained why Douma and Kotoha Hashibira met, so be sure to check that out later. And in an undisclosed period, Douma's paths intersected with Kanae Kocho, the elder sister of Shinobu Kocho, and their encounter would create a bit of friction between them, ultimately leading to Kanae's tragic demise. After the Upper Moon's assembly, Douma rested his hand on Akaza's shoulder, leading to a tense confrontation. Akaza got angry and asked Douma to remove his hand. This happened because Douma mentioned displaying women's heads using Gyataro's vase. After the meeting, Akaza attacked Douma, but Kokushibo had to step in, punishing Akaza by cutting off his arm for breaking the rules. The meeting concluded and Douma returned to his cult's base under the escort of Nakime, a fellow demon. The war within the Dimensional Infinite Fortress brought Douma to a lotus pool where he awaited the arrival of Shinobu Kocho, driven by vengeance. Ignoring Shinobu's poison, Douma confronted her and ultimately killed her, intending to devour her entirely. However, unknowingly, Shinobu had masterminded her own demise, having absorbed a lethal dose of the wisteria flower poison into her body over years. After Shinobu's death, Douma engaged in a brutal encounter with Kanae, who astutely pointed out Douma's incapability of experiencing emotions. And surprisingly, this revelation infuriated Douma, leading to a vicious attack on Kanae. And in the middle of the battle, Inosuke Hashibira intervened, saving Kanae. Douma, recognizing Inosuke's resemblance to his mother Kotoha, revealed the dark truth that he had murdered Inosuke's mother, believing her life to be hollow and miserable. Inosuke, driven by a mix of horror and rage, vowed to avenge his mother and his friends. Together with Kanae, they attacked Douma relentlessly, yet Douma's demonic power allowed him to dominate the battle. However, Douma's fate took an unexpected turn. The wisteria flower poison in Shinobu's corpse began to take effect, slowly dissolving Douma's body. With his demise imminent, Douma realized all too late that he had already been deceived by Shinobu's cunning plan. Inosuke and Kanae, fueled by vengeance, then took the opportunity to cut off his head. And sidetracking a bit, in a bonus chapter, Douma pleaded with the demons affected by the breath of insect technique to forgive Shinobu, citing her beauty. However, an important distinction arose. Douma should be seeking forgiveness from Shinobu, and not the other way around, further emphasizing that Douma had no remorse for his actions. And in his final moments, Douma exhibited a hint of emotion, declaring that he had fallen in love with Shinobu. In a twisted gesture, he invited her to accompany him to hell. Yet Shinobu, with her ever-present smile, happily rejected him and cursed him one last time. Douma was consigned to hell, his afterlife embodying the very existence he had sought to deny. And Douma isn't actually a himbo, as his intelligence is a weapon in itself. He analyzes and deduces his opponent's abilities during battle, always staying one step ahead, as his tactical brilliance has honed over a century of experience. And finally, moving on to his blood demon techniques, well, Douma's got a deadly arsenal. Starting from the barren hanging garden of razor-sharp ice shards to cold white princesses capable of recording enemy techniques, his ice-based powers are both versatile and lethal. And Douma's ultimate technique, the rhyme Water Lily Bodhisattva, involves creating a massive ice Bodhisattva statue. This terrifying construct not only deals immense physical damage, but also generates deadly ice powder, freezing anyone it touches. And Douma's powers and abilities make him an unrelenting adversary in the world of Demon Slayer. His mastery of ice and his cunning intellect make him a force to be reckoned with, challenging our heroes at every turn. But beyond his formidable powers, Douma has some intriguing trivia that sheds light on his character. And one of the intriguing aspects of Douma's character is definitely the contrast between his extravagant clothing and his complete lack of feeling, as his outward appearance clashes with his inner emptiness, adding depth to his character. And finally, Douma shares uncanny similarities with several other characters in the series. His tone, personality, and behavior draw parallels to Shinobu Kocho, the insect Hashira. The symbolism in the covers of their designs further emphasizes this connection. Additionally, he also resembles Gyu Tomioka in more ways than one, from their water-related abilities to their experiences saving siblings, all while being intertwined with Shinobu Kocho. And lastly, Douma's emotional immaturity bears resemblance to Kanae, further deepening his character's complexity. And despite not being highly favored by Muzan, Douma harbors a fanatical devotion to the demon leader. It's an intriguing contrast for sure, as Muzan did not share the same sentiment towards Douma. And that has been everything you need to know about the Upper Moon Rank 2 Douma from Demon Slayer. And if you like this video, be sure to comment down below your thoughts and feel free to suggest any more topics we can cover, because we'll definitely be talking a lot more Demon Slayer. If you like this video, be sure to check out our character history on Inosuke Hashibira, and for more anime content, be sure to subscribe and stick with Anime Mango. So that's gonna be it for me, thank you so much for watching, and see you guys in the next video.